Hey, everybody, welcome to our weekly Ecosystem Office Hours call. I am your host, Jinx, and we are joined, as always, by the best and brightest in the Pocket ecosystem. We are 1 week out from our Shannon Go Live, so all heads are down focused on that as we do our final tune and polish on the network and work on getting our migration tooling and such finalized. Towards that note, I'm going to hand it over to Fred to give us our update there.
Yeah, I'm excited today to deliver my last ever Moors update. We are entering into a brave new world here in just a week, so very exciting time. I'll keep the updates very short and sweet because, like Jinx said, we're very much just heads down, doing some last minute polish and clean here. So we're very actively working through our state shift playbook. And we're coordinating with the foundation on that and just making sure that everything is a go as we go into Tuesday next week. That includes, basically shutting down Moors and turning on Shannon, and making sure that everything gets migrated cleanly. Some of that is also moving some of the claims process kind of during the snapshot process. So we'll continue to coordinate with the foundation on that. With Path, we are processing, again, we've been doing 100% of our prod traffic for a little over a week and a half now. And a good chunk, I believe we're at about 10% of our total traffic is actually being processed on Shannon beta testnet. So again, putting the network through its work and seeing that everything kind of is functioning as expected. With that being said, we are experiencing a chain halt on Shannon beta testnet, and the team is working very actively to unhalt the chain. So that's why a number of folks aren't present on today's call, and why we're very focused on that, bringing it back. And with that, we've identified some enhancements that we'll need prior to mainnet. So again, we'll be grinding those down through the weekend. We have gone through the process of claiming and staking all of our applications on beta testnet prior to the halt. So we can confirm that the app claim process works end to end. And we're really just focusing on, again, the migration and tidying up Path. I will say we did have a short downtime also this week on Path due to our dispatchers, Moore's dispatchers, and I cannot tell you how excited I am to kind of put that era of dispatchers, at least Moore's nodes, behind us. So that's pretty much it. Again, just very focused on migration activities, preparing both the gateway and the chain.
Beautiful. Thank you, sir. Glad to hear. And we are going to pass the mic over to Julio for some POKTscan updates.
Hello, everyone. Yeah, today we're not going to be presenting because we're also kind of heads down trying to polish Igniter to the best of our abilities so that it can actually help us manage our own nodes. So I just wanted to give a quick update. We've been making progress on the provider's side of things, the tool that might likely be used by node runners, allowing it to import existing addresses, not only generate new ones, as well as trying to get it to help manage these addresses by exporting as well. Pretty much that's all that we're doing. There's some other work around wallet. Maybe, I don't know if Jorge can talk a little bit about that, but pretty much that's what we're doing so far. Oh, sorry, by the way, also these changes will uh, be likely released by Friday, something like that. So they should be available for other people to try and use before the migration.
Beautiful. Thank you, sir. I know that almost everybody is head down right now, which is an evidence by the attendance today. Crypto, do you guys have any updates? I know that you were prepping for your go live as well. Not to put you on the spot, but figured I'd give you a shot if you want to.
Yeah, totally, totally. I actually hilariously broke things with the new version of Svelte, but I mean that's pretty minor. But I can show you guys some cool things that we have going on here.
Yeah.
All right. Am I only showing the window, or can you guys see everything else? Can you see Docker?
We can see Discord.
Okay, hold on. I messed up. We'll try that again. Sorry. Phenomenal.
Still seeing Discord.
Yep. Do you see a little more?
Nope. Seeing what looks like a window shifting.
Hold on. Maybe you have to. Oh, can you see everything?
I see your
Oh, I see
desktop
your
zoomed
desktop
out.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
There we go.
Cool.
All right, now I see your browser with a lot of tabs.
Yeah, this is quite something else. Yeah, that's how I live my life. Yeah, so since I hilariously broke a few things, I'm just gonna show you guys that like my relay tests are working, and having Path running locally, it's not gonna send everything over to the currently halted beta chain. So you guys can see that at least I can like kind of pass everything through really nicely. So the relay test is just really simple. I'm just asking the ETH JSON RPC for the block number here. And in relaying the transaction, I go ahead, get my gateway endpoint, const function here to get the ID, hopefully inline everything, get some nice optimization from the compiler. And then it inserts the ID as the header and sends it to the URL endpoint. Here, I'll let us run. And here we get our nice result back from Path. It's not as flashy. I can still show off the website. Yeah, here's the cores errors I'm having. It's gonna be fun to debug. Nice little homepage. None of these prices or anything are final. I still have to like write the final copy for all this content here. Go log in. We do have like a little registration process, and you can go activate your account, get a little email. Or maybe I'm just not running my backend. Now, when you put up the optimization level on the Rust compiler, you get to sit there a little longer. You get to add a little extra pain to the compile times. You see, I drink a lot of coffee, so whenever I have a long compile time, I just run downstairs, make a new cup. That's why it's a great language for me. There we are. Now it's graciously going to log me in. If I try to verify my wallet, it's going to give me a CORS error. But this is what the payment processing page looks like. We're also going to be adding Stripe to it. It's going to look quite nice. Or well, it does look quite nice, but we'll have that extra feature. So you can kind of have everything done automatically, or if you just want to like add the credit directly to your account with stablecoins, you can always just do that. And then I have a completely meaningless benchmark. I mean, it literally does not measure anything. But I did write it. The thought was there. I do want to get much better benchmarks for production through telemetry and all that good stuff. But I did go through the motions here. But I guess the other cool thing I do want to like show off and did start like really briefly working on. Start working on like a little Shannon SDK. I have a nice build script here for all the Shannon protobufs for the chain. If this flag's active, it'll rebuild and compile all the protos. But I do want to make this a little more effective in terms of like pulling down the entire original repo for Shannon, copying over the protos into the new directory, inserting the file and the one file definition I need, the includes RS, and then just like regenerating it from there. So I can like make it a little more complete. But you know, these are only the proto definitions, so it's like really minimal in that sense. But I do actually have some working examples for you guys. In this case, I can query all gateways. So actually, well, mainnet beta is down, so these requests will actually fail. But when I did write them, they did work. But one thing I'm gonna have to do, of course, we have like two fairly disparate APIs, and you know I have to unify them with one nice, friendly, coherent API for the end developers. Now, you know, you're probably sitting here looking at this like, okay, well, I don't write any Rust. I don't care too much, and you know what? I don't blame you. I wouldn't either. But what's really cool is that Rust plays really, really nice with the foreign function interface boundary, and of course implements their own CABI types. In translation, basically, it makes it so much easier for me to expose all of these bindings to the higher level languages you might use on a daily basis, like JavaScript, Python, PHP, Java, even. So there's really nice options as it comes to this. And maybe by some miracle, it'll run. Let's see. Oh, okay. Okay. I think maybe we're back up. Maybe we're back up here. Okay, beautiful. So you can see the responses I got here. This is just listing out all of the gateways. And at the bottom here, I did just simply like request the balance of one of the local accounts I have in my key ring here, the POKT denomination. Of course, this isn't the final interface. It's going to be much nicer to work with for the end users. But yeah, just the start of something cool. And I guess protobufs are pretty awesome if I'm able to like generate tens of thousands of lines of code that effectively work. Well, it's like 15,000 here, but you get the point. And yeah, okay, back to our meaningless benchmark. Yeah, nanoseconds, i.e. faster than the speed of light, i.e. not happening in reality. So there you go. Went through the motions there. But yeah, we have a lot of exciting stuff coming out, and I'm really excited to get the project into mainnet, get started on some cool tooling. We're kind of going to need some of that tooling ourselves, just in terms of automating some operations in the background, some extra observability stuff. But yeah, creating some cool stuff. You can find the Pocket SDK repo in Developer DAO. I put under the main organization, and well, yeah, everything's there, so you can see it. There's no CORS errors. Show you guys a little bit more cool stuff. But yeah, that's what we're working with here.
Awesome, and it's really interesting seeing like actual developer stuff from developer DAO. We can see how that will be appealing to all the engineers who are building on Pocket.
Hell yeah. I'm definitely, investing a lot of time and energy into building a much stronger developer culture in the organization. And there's no better way to do that, in my opinion, than trying to lead it all from the front.
Beautiful. Anybody have any questions about that? All right. Well, I guess not. I am super hyped to see this go live. I know that a lot of folks who have talked about building stuff are very much looking forward to having a very engineering centric ecosystem to build that around. So super hyped about what DevDAO is bringing to the table.
Oh yeah. Thanks so much for having me up.
Anybody else have any announcements they want to make ahead of our open question session? All right. Well, in that case, it's open question session. So feel free to ask them if you got them. Ambassador, I see you typing there. Is F-Chain's 2 program with DAO coins in preparation for Shannon? Yes. All of the F-Chain nodes are being staked shortly after the cutover on June 3rd. Other questions? All right. Well, if we're all good, then I think all of us have plenty to do on our plates and we won't hang out any longer. Really appreciate everyone joining every week as always, and looking forward to having our first post migration ecosystem call next week. So we will see y'all then. Same time, same channel.